Yeah. Welcome to Speak Then Filter, the show where we talk first.
and regret it later.
Exactly. No scripts, no filters, just us saying whatever comes to mind.
And trying to clean it up before we get canceled.
So grab a coffee, relax. I don't expect this to make too much sense.
Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode. Do you miss us?
Nobody missed you. Don't worry, it's me. So today we're going to talk about things of old, things of the past.
Are you new here?
What?
1 week of not recording and you forgot how this goes, right?
Yes. Listen here, stupid. You don't know how to play on words. I was gonna say we're gonna talk about the comments of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, nice save there.
Us, nice save, Udan. You can't even speak the English. Wow.
Alright, listen guys. Obviously we're doing the recap. Let's get into it.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks old.
2 week old comments, huh?
Thank you.
Guys, we're sorry.
You might be sorry. I'm not sorry.
Life got in the way, please. Alright, so let's get into the recap. Okay, so first comment, Coach Zubair catching strays every damn episode. This is at AMJ Kings. So Sarchi, this is mainly you. You decided to go crazy, attacking our dear coach.
What can I say? Honesty hurts sometimes.
Honesty hurts sometimes, right? That's what you have to say to our fans.
I'm sorry. Did I ever say I'm gonna lie?
This is just you just chose violence, huh?
Listen, we are all about violence. Why do we say we speak first and then filter later? Even if we do, I don't even think there's much filtering.
That's true. I just never thought we'd be attacking our fans this early.
The guy said attack. I'm not attacking anyone. I'm just saying it's honest.
thought
It's true. What did I do?
I thought we were gonna wait at least until season 2.
After Ramadan is a different story. We have to be better people. This is the last
Yeah,
episode before Ramadan. I gotta get it all out.
obviously,
Wow.
I don't think we can speak then filter in Ramadan.
We have to be good. We have to behave.
Yes.
We have to renew ourselves. We may not even get the same person afterwards. So might as well.
I might have to get a new person.
Excuse me. Do you think you're? I mean,
Okay.
what kind of delusion are you thinking? Go ahead, find
Okay.
another one. I wish you could find another me.
All right. Next comment is Nasheed's never hit the same since. That's at AMJ Kings.
Facts.
The reference is to the Leafy lore. Obviously, he outed himself as the demon that we were talking about. We didn't expose you. You exposed yourself.
What can I say?
Nasheed's never hit the same, huh?
Never hit the same. At least they hit at some point because I've never heard of that before. The sheets hitting.
This guy's hearing he's thinking, who can I slap, right?
And then he's hearing da 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 da. He's just ready to slap someone.
What kind of demon is this guy, bro? That's crazy. But yeah, guys, good times, man. You had to have been there. No one was allowed to sleep. You have to sleep with both eyes open. That's how dangerous it was.
Don't worry, it was easy for you.
What do you mean it's easy for me?
No! Yo, I'm sorry.
This is how early you want to start, right? 5 minutes into the episode.
I can see in my dreams while I sleep and in the
Every
real world. Right? My eyes. Oh, my eyes don't close fully. I can see, right?
Listen, I hope everybody is seeing this. Everyone thinks that you're the miskin victim that I've been abusing. Little do
I
they
am
know.
still.
No, you're not.
Okay. Whatever floats your boat.
Miskin guy, no socks, right? This is your behavior.
No socks, no
Uh,
shoes, nothing.
okay, so this next comment is I like this episode. This is at Maher Zubair J4B.
Oh, that's
Maher,
nice.
we appreciate it. Thank you. See, this is why I said like you just want to just take shots and abuse our fans while they're just they're enjoying the show.
Listen, life is not fair. Okay?
This is a very nice comment.
I didn't say anything evil. I didn't even say anything bad.
I mean, I hope he's not saying that like out of all the episodes he only likes this one because that'd be very sad. But you know, I'm hoping that like he's basically saying that this is one of his favorite episodes. You know, you going to therapy. I think that was good.
Me? You know what? Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. You're next. You think you can get away?
And if you guys think like this would be a good idea, maybe we could take it to the next level, and we can use Starchy's benefits and actually take him to real therapy, and then we can have like meta glasses and record the session.
Yeah.
So let's start subscribing, guys.
You have lost your damn mind.
Let's bring in some of that YouTube revenue and see if we can start investing.
You don't want to laugh at my real problems? Get the hell out of here.
All I wanted to do was wear open-toed sandals. They just laughed at me.
Excuse me? Where is this from? What? Where is this coming from?
uh, I bought one pair of shorts and they never left me alone.
Wow. No comment.
Let's move on to the next comment. This one said, I had to listen to this again. I think Sleepy and his abuser should be featured on an episode together. This is at Maher Zubair J4B. I think that is a fantastic idea. I mean, if Sleepy is still awake,
Stop.
if he's listening to the podcast, you know, maybe we can extend an invitation. The abuser, I think we can get a hold of the abuser. I think the abuser is very proud of what he's done. I think he's not very shy about any of these stories.
Nope.
The sheets never hit the same, right? So that's a fantastic idea. I think that would be like maybe like me and Starchy could be like the therapist, like both, and just let them kind of talk it out, hash it out, and say like basically let them open up and say like, what were you thinking when you did this, and why did you think it was okay to sleep?
Victim blaming.
what what made you think of all things to play? Lullabies, music, anything. There was options. You decided Nasheeds. Some of these questions need to be asked, and I think that's a good idea. Maybe we could turn it into a thing. Maybe we can, you know, help them be friends again.
We can do our best.
No, I'm joking, guys. They're still friends. I don't know how, but yes, still friends.
Mm.
Okay, let's move on to the next comment. This is one of my top favorite episodes. This is at AR Reacts. Again,
Well,
shout out to AR Reacts. I feel like I say that every episode, but a very big shout out. You know, very big supporter. I'm glad you really enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed recording it, of course. It was a lot of fun. Stepping into the shoes of a therapist and talking about real problems that the Starchy has, including his leaf addiction
excuse
and
me.
and some of the problems that he faces in life. His problem with errands and traffic.
Oh,
See, I'm a good listener. I remembered all this stuff.
Worst.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun recording. I think Starchy had a lot of fun too. If I could speak for him.
Very
And
nice.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy it. I think it was definitely one of my top favorite episodes as well. So yeah, we appreciate the comment. Starchy, you have anything to say?
That's-
Still one weird guy, huh? Okay.
yeah.
uh, okay. So let's move on to the next comment. So next comment is, this guy said, I lied to my parents to protect their peace. What type of manipulative response is that? Stay home. Stop running errands at 3 a.m. This comment is brought to you by at AR Reacts.
Time shush.
I'm gonna let you take the floor.
I have nothing more to say than shush your mouth. As if you're not outside whoring around all hours of the night. And actually, I'm not even gonna expose your business. I'll be polite. Go home. I'll tell you that much. Me, I'm okay. I am innocent. I don't do nothing. You know?
But Starch, I have a question. Why did he say stop running errands at 3 a.m.? Like, what kind of errands could you do at 3 a.m.?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Like, what places are open at that time?
Shaytaan comes out after Maghrib. That's all I know. Okay, leave me alone.
Shaytaan and Starchy both come out after other, right?
Me.
That's the thing, man. How are you running errands at nighttime? This is why I don't understand.
Us.
The only errands I run at nighttime is going to sleep.
Guess what?
But apparently you have stuff to do.
I ain't got shit to do but sleep. I'm not outside at night. What do you take me for?
I mean, listen, if we're telling the truth, and we promise our fans will tell the truth, you sleep during the day,
Okay.
which means something's happening at nighttime.
To each their own. Figure out what it is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Day and night, right?
That's
I do my errands day and night, right?
Thank you.
So that's all for the recap that we have for last week's episode. So again, shout out to everybody. AMJ Kings, Maher Zubair, AR Reacts for all the comments. And now that we've shut them out, let's talk to the others. Where the hell are the rest of you guys? Why is it only 3 people commenting? Where's the rest? None of you have anything to say?
What do you mean? You already have these people running. You have them scared in the corner.
Nobody has questions? I have to comment under my own videos? This is your
Yeah,
behavior, guys?
because you're saying you're gonna expose them by their whole name. Oh, excuse me. I want privacy.
Listen, guys, there's no more privacy in the recap. The only place where there's privacy is the Leafy lore. That I'll promise everybody is that you'll have privacy in the Leafy lore. If I tell a story about you in the Leafy lore, I won't say your name. But if you want to be dub and comment and snitch on yourself, that's a different story. I can help you there. I I can help you there. Okay, Sarchi, what's the topic? Let's do this.
All right. So to keep on brand with today's recap style, we are gonna talk about the old, the reminiscing features, the 10 out of 10 experiences of the early 2000s and late 90s. And we're just going to have a reminiscent moment, kind of nostalgia, kind of, like, which one's better and what we remember from those days too. So, yeah.
Okay, so what he's basically trying to say is
Shut up.
uh we're gonna take everybody down memory lane.
I don't care. It's not their memories, mine.
I'm gonna take the millennials, and Sarchi, you can take the Gen Zs.
I am a millennial still. Excuse me.
Listen,
I'm the last year. Don't put me in that basket with these people.
you grew up as as a Gen. You were born a millennial, but you grew up as a Gen Z. How about
No, that are you dumb? No, don't do that. That's abuse.
you barely made the final cut.
Us?
But
Man, look final cut.
yeah, so let's talk about like a few topics of like some of the things that used to happen in the 90s and kind of compare them to what they like compare them to the 2000s and then compare both to 2026 and what's happening now.
I guess. If you want to do it like that, fine.
How do you want to do it?
Just do it. We're gonna get abused anyways.
Okay, I say let's start with childhood. I think that makes the most sense, right? So in the 90s, parents were not as hands-on, as protective as they were in the 2000s. Like for example, you kind of were just mom, dad, I'm going outside, and you kind of just go outside and play. And as long as they know who you're playing with, you're good. It's kind of like zero instructions, blind faith. Be home by whatever time, and you're good to go. In the 2000s, Sochi, you guys had was it scheduled play dates?
Excuse me?
Scheduled like business meetings, right?
No. This guy said business meeting play dates. We don't have no play dates. Whoever you got outside is whoever you played with.
What do you
In
mean?
charge.
You guys play dates were in the lobby,
What lobby?
in the building lobbies, and in the laundromats in the laundry rooms.
Oh, so now we are what? Ghetto? You're saying we are so limited in what we can do that we have to link up in the lobby?
Yeah, let's be honest. Like parents had your locations. They knew your friends' names.
Okay.
They had your friends' parents' phone numbers. That's what it was in the 2000s.
Now you just lied.
Listen, I was old enough to be like to see these things happening.
Listen here, Grandpa.
You were still a child. You didn't understand.
Listen, there's just a minimal difference in experience, but we're from the same generation.
We're not from the same generation.
Yes, Google it. Why am I arguing with the wall? Go Google it.
Listen, man, you being born in the last year does not count.
Google it. The influence from the older years impacts us because we are not looking at younger years.
You're still
Our
being
friends
breastfed.
are older than us. What?
You're still being breastfed.
Calm your titty. Nobody asked you if you're feeding people. I'm talking about us being in the same friend groups with older heads, right? It's not like you're good, like you're always going to be friends with the younger ones.
No, but it doesn't mean that your experiences are exactly the same.
Okay, let me put it like this. Our friend group, the youngest person is from what, 97? And the oldest is from what? 80?
Who the hell's 80?
You.
Hey, okay, that's how you ought to play, right? Listen, okay? The youngest is 97. That's you.
I'm not 97, you rat. I'm 96.
You're 97.
Wow. No, we're not friends
Listen,
no more. You don't even know shit.
listen. Remember, I told you I seen your birth certificate.
Were you in the room?
I wasn't in the room, but I passed by.
I passed by. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's move on to a different thing. Let's talk about TV shows and TV. So in the 90s, if you missed an episode, that's it. You're not ever seeing it again.
Same. It's not like you got it.
No, it's not the same.
It is exactly the same.
It's not. You guys had DVDs and DVRs and things like that. You guys had we like for us if we missed it, game over. There's no
You're really
recap. There
telling me
was
there
no
was no recap. You're telling me there was
no.
nothing on VHS.
There was VHS, but VHS was really new. So not everybody can afford VHS.
Damn.
Why do you think I was waking up 5 a.m. on Saturday on my day off? I had to watch those shows.
Can I say?
Speaking of waking up in the morning, the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, they were good.
Sacred, so fire.
They're
But the
actually.
cartoons we were watching were different.
What do you mean?
The shows that we were watching was Fresh Prince, Family
Oh,
Matters, X-Men the animated series. This is stuff that we were watching. You were watching SpongeBob SquarePants, Drake and Josh, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Like, you see how there's like a difference?
yeah, we were actually children. We were out here wishing to be adults.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like basically the things that you guys like a lot of the stuff that you guys are doing were way more like supervised. Like, imagine I was watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air as a baby.
No, it's not that we were supervised. It was more that we had things that were catering to our age group. You guys are out here watching things in adulthood and look forward to your 20s.
Yeah, because in the 90s nobody cared about catering stuff to kids. They never knew that there was any money in catering things to kids. But
Yeah.
let's compare it to right now. Now everything's catered to kids. If you think about it, all like even the like all the TV shows, now everything's on YouTube. You don't even have to pay for kids to watch anything anymore. And then even like when you go to a store, like the first thing that you see is kids stuff. They've realized that catering they make more money catering to kids than they do to adults. A kid sees something, they cry, I want this, I want it, da, 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 and then basically forced to get it.
I guess.
Yeah, so like before in the 90s, they didn't cater anything to us. They didn't give a damn. But like it started with you guys, and like as went to the 2010s, the 2020s, it's more and more and more every decade.
No, I said now they care about their feelings, and it's like his voice matters.
But yeah, but the feeling started with you guys.
No, no, no. Whoa. We were beat like the kids from the 90s. What are you talking about?
No,
Yup.
you guys were beat as well, but the weapons were different. I mean, we could have a whole separate episode about beatings, by
I
the way.
said weapons are different. First off, the
Yeah,
weapons are all the same. Either piece of garment, like a belt, or a scarf, or something like, that had a hadoof sound once it hit you.
you know what? Let's go off topic just for a second. What was the weapon for you? I just imagine.
Why do you think it's like a chair or something? I know you're thinking it's something diabolical.
For me, I like my imagination is running wild because we've never had this conversation before. So my imagination is running wild. So actually, can I tell you what my imagination is first, and then you could tell us what the real weapon is?
Well, I'm not telling you the real weapon, but I'll love to hear what you think.
Okay, I'll tell you what I think. So you know how in in WWE when they're when they're doing the no holds barred matches, like no
Yeah,
rules, and they reach under the ring and just grab random stuff.
yeah.
I feel like they got that idea from your childhood. I think I think someone like like you can't get a steady beating with a steady weapon. It has to be a different weapon every time. One day the broom, another day a wooden spoon, another day a belt, and then, one day just hit you with the car. Like it has it has to
Your
be
parents hate you.
it has to be a different weapon, and it has to get like um you know uh, more brutal as you go along. That's what I feel like.
That's
I
what
think
you think.
I I think that's the reason why you're like the way that you are. It only makes sense.
I guess.
I don't think you were beat with regular weapons. Like, the regular stuff is like coat hangers, belt, wooden spoon.
So what were yours?
Mine was a wooden spoon. I'm not shy about it at all. Now, for legal purposes, I can't say who the culprit is, but the
Yeah. Imagine.
the weapon of choice was the wooden spoon.
Did you? Tricky.
The most terrifying thing was not even the beatings. The most terrifying thing was going shopping for the wooden spoon.
Shopping is diabolical.
Yeah, I had to go shopping, and like I don't want to say the person tested it out on me because that's kind of wild, but like basically it was one of those like, do you want this one or do you want this one? What kind of abuse is this? Imagine choosing the weapon and then you try to be smart and be like, oh, this one's nice. Oh yeah, you think so? Nope. Let's get the big Hubba Baruch one.
The rowing stick is just.
or the Haris.
That was heavy duty.
Okay, so let's go back. I think we got way off topic. Maybe got some people in trouble. let's so let's go to a different one. Let's talk about gaming. So like the way video games were. So in the 90s, there was no PSN. There was no uh CDs. You know what we had to do?
What?
Cartridges.
Same. Nintendo 64.
N64. N64. No, no.
Yup.
Your N64 was a hand me down. It's different.
Excuse me. There was no kids before me.
There weren't. Your parents were playing N64 and they gave it to you. We had to. You remember we had to blow into the cartridges like CPR?
Facts. If it got
Oh my
dusty or if it was
god.
blocked or something, bro,
Or
you have to blow
anything.
into it. Then you
Oh
have to
my
do it
days.
gently and then just push it in. And then, oh gosh.
And then on top of that, we couldn't save our progress. So if we stopped playing,
Ah.
the next time we played, guess what? You're starting all over.
Yep, that's where
There,
resilience was made.
there's no saving game. There's no continue where it left off.
Mm,
So you either had to beat the game in one sitting, or you just had to play the first level every time, over and over again.
that was actually so crazy. And we were entertained.
Oh, so entertaining. The thing is, like, I I will continue to say this: the older games were better.
Facts, no doubt.
My
Remember even the controller? That should look like a what? A chicken foot?
Oh yeah, the controller, like the design didn't make sense, but it was
No.
amazing. Like my thumb used to get like swollen playing it,
Okay, you had issues.
but honestly, funnest times, bro. My favorite game, Super Smash Bros. I I still think by far I'm the best at that game. I don't think there's anyone that could beat me. But
Oh,
that game was my favorite. I remember, I'll tell you a story. I was at my neighbor's house. So what we used to do was we used to uh I was the one that had the game and the N64, so I would bring it over. and I'll bring it over to my neighbor's house. These are the same neighbors that actually gave me my nickname, by the way. But I would bring it over to their house, and we'd play. But the thing was, is I would always ask them, "Are you sure we're allowed to play? I don't want to bring this for no reason." And they'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, it's cool. Just bring it." I'm like, "All right, cool." I bring it. We set it up, controllers and everything, and we're playing. And the next thing you know, their dad comes home. As soon as their dad comes home, I'm like, "Oh my god!" I already know he's gonna turn it off. He hated when we played video games, even for 5 minutes. And he'd always say like, "Yo, it's a stupid box. You guys are gonna be stupid if you play this." Um, he used to call it brain sucker, and yeah, and then so every time we play, he'd get mad, and he'd basically like take it away from us. He'd make us turn it off, or he'd take it away. Especially if we miss salah. If we missed a prayer, game over. This guy, mind you, it's my system. He would take it away, and he would put it away. One time, he put it in his car. How the hell am I supposed to get that back? How the frig am I supposed to get that back?
Who told you to take it? That's it. You should have said from now on, you guys are coming to my house. There's no way.
And then let me tell you one thing about 90s parents. I told my parents, they said, "Good for you."
100%.
Can you imagine? Who told you to take it there? What kind of abuse is this? This is why
They
I'm
took
telling you,
it.
the 90s experience is not the same. But yeah, let me tell you another story actually. Same situation. Where we're at their house and we're playing, but this time they're like, "Yo, my dad's not home. He's not gonna be home until tomorrow. Let's play." I'm like, "All right." I bring it over. We played all night into the morning, and basically like we played until like 7 a.m. in the morning.
That's wild.
Guess who comes home?
Mm.
Their dad comes home. And the thing is, the game was so fun, you didn't know what time it was. Time would fly. So he came home and he's like, and he knew we didn't sleep. Like he just looked at us and he knew. And he's like, "You guys are playing this stupid game this whole time?" And that the funny part is, that was the day that he took it and put it in his car.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he took it, put it in his
Rebellious
car.
children.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh." And then I told them, I said, "Yo, you guys have to get that back." And these guys, you know what they did? They had to sneak into his car and get it back from me. And then after that day, I'm like, "Screw you guys, I'm not bringing it back. You guys get your own console." What kind of business? Yeah, those
Well,
days were so fun, man. Like it's nothing compared to like nowadays. Nowadays, oh my god, nowadays they watch other people play. They don't even play themselves anymore. They watch other
fact.
people play. What kind of stupidity is this? Do you think me, my grown self, I'm gonna sit and watch somebody else play video games?
Well,
But
I
this is the
would
streaming
debate that.
life. There's
Uh,
people that get paid millions.
that's what I'm saying. No, no, even then, I would debate that watching basketball or soccer is the same thing.
Hey, it's not the
What
same. It's not the same thing. We're watching professionals play the sport for real. We're
What are these people
watching
doing?
we're watching amateurs play video games. Same as us.
It's a sport. It's called esports.
That's what I'm saying. This is all new stuff. This is all Gen Z stuff. Esports, and they call themselves athletes. What kind of nonsense is this?
Um,
They're playing video games on the screen, and there's water boys bringing them water.
what can
Water?
I say?
Why the frick do you need water?
They're thirsty. It's a
Yeah,
very,
see?
very hectic competition.
Yeah, I should show that to my neighbor's dad. We should show these guys and see what happens. You're mad at us? You think we were stupid? At least we were playing. Look at these idiots. They're just watching.
And then he's gonna see how much they're making. He's gonna say, "Look, you idiots! You should have stuck with it."
Should have ignored me, right?
Yep.
Oh my days. But yeah, sorry. So for the 2000s, you want to tell what it was like for video games in the 2000s? Or did you even play video games? I don't think you're allowed.
Excuse me.
Did
I was loud.
you play video games?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I do remember playing one video game with you, GTA 5 on what console was it? PS4?
Yeah.
Oh, those days were so fun. Those days? And then I remember like it was me, you, some of our friends, we were doing the online missions.
Don't get me started.
You had one job.
Excuse me.
You had one job.
No, no,
Dr-
no, no, no.
drive the garbage truck and take us to destinations so we could steal the money. And you couldn't do it
Forget that. How the hell are you driving in a garbage truck?
because the money and drugs we were collecting were hidden in garbage bags and we were pretending to be garbage truck drivers.
What can I say?
And you couldn't
I love
drive.
speeding.
Bro, comment in the comment section if you remember that. I know there's a lot of our fans used to play with us. Those days, I think after that day, you retired.
No, I retired because one of our co-conspirators in that online situation was very much a piece of shit, pissing me off.
Shout out to Shush.
Just piece of shit, just yapping to yap. Telling you, these light skins sometimes, oh, piss me off.
But yeah, so in the 2000s, you guys had memory cards. There was some like online, like you get to play games online.
I don't know what you're talking about. Me, I was still part of the Nintendo 64 generation and GameCube.
I know, but let's be realistic. The reason that we were N64, while you were playing N64 in the 2000s, was because the other systems were too expensive.
Excuse me, that wasn't the case. GameCube didn't come out until like 2000 something.
Yeah, but GameCube was really expensive. Even I've never owned one.
I had one.
Oh no, I never had one. I had the N64, and then from the N64 I had the PS2, and then from PS2 I had Xbox 360, and then Xbox after Xbox 360 I had PS4, and then PS5, and a Nintendo Switch.
Bro, isn't it crazy how all these systems, you remember playing them and remember having them. When did they get thrown out is my question.
I don't know. I honestly don't know where they went. Funny thing is, I still want my N64.
Same.
I'm scared that my neighbor's dad might still have it. He might still have it.
Wow.
Bro, guys, stay tuned for his stories, guys. His stories are absolutely wild, and I promise I'm gonna start telling them. It's just I'm waiting. I need the fan base to grow, guys. Let's get to work. Start sharing this stuff around. I need a bigger fan base to tell these stories because these stories. I'm sorry, they're not like four people are not good enough for to tell these stories, guys.
Excuse me? Every life matters, okay? Ain't no way.
No, no, no. Please, let's get to it, guys. But yeah, so so yeah, there was online play. You were able to like play with people. Like some of your friends that you knew online. I don't think there was like global online play yet, where you could play with random people. I think it had to be like people you knew. But yeah, that's kind of how like the 2000s were like.
Oh
So
yeah.
let's move on to another thing. Let's talk about music.
It was R&B and pop for the most part, for me at least.
Yeah, but in the 90s, it was a lot of
It was
mixtapes.
rap. Yeah, and mixtapes and
It
stuff.
was rap, but it was a lot of like, mixtapes. It was like it was more like music was more exclusive at that time. So not everybody can make songs. It doesn't work. It didn't work that way. You had to be discovered. You had to make like hundreds of mixtapes and get discovered. And then in the 2000s, there was LimeWire. You remember LimeWire?
Facts. And then after that, Frost. Yeah.
MP3s, iPods. People were burning CDs, and you know what I mean. Like it was those kind of things. But in the 90s, there's no such thing as that. People had what are those things called? The records,
Yeah. Either some sort of wait, are you talking about vinyl records?
vinyl records.
Nah, you're telling me you guys didn't have any CDs?
Not in the early 90s. It was like the CDs came after.
For sure you had cassettes.
They didn't use cassettes for. Oh yes, the cassettes, the smaller ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Wow, how did I forget about cassettes?
Look at this old man.
And how did you remember it?
I know, because we used them, you rat.
You found your dad's cassette, right? That's why.
Well, this guy's a oh, that's cassette. I used to listen to his cassette.
from the 90s.
Yeah, my uncle actually got them digitized, and now they're on the
Yeah.
computer.
Okay.
You know,
Nowadays, quick download, Apple Music, YouTube is so accessible.
and it's not like before where you used to have different devices for different things. You had a phone camera, and what do you call it? You have the phone camera right now, and then you have the, you can talk on your phone. Everything's connected, right? Back then,
Yeah.
you had the brick of a cell phone. You had a landline.
Oh, the Nokias.
You had the DSLR camera, and then you had the video VHS recorder, camcorder, whatever.
Yeah.
It had all these different things.
Yeah.
And then you had the Kodak one use.
Oh, the one use cameras. Yo, I
Yeah.
remember the one use cameras. Actually, that's a good segue actually, because the next one is technology. So yeah,
Mhm.
like nowadays, it's like one device does everything. Like
Yep.
nowadays, you'll see people walking around with a what looks like a Canon camera, like one of those like uh cameras only for pictures, but
Yeah.
they're recording a stream with it, and it's like they're using it for video. And
Hmm.
some people are using those cameras and talking into it like selfie like videos and stuff, like front facing like videos and like doing vlogs and stuff. Back in the 90s, every device only had one thing to do, like it had one job. The video camera did videos only. The still photo camera, the picture camera only took pictures. The VHS only played VHS. The DVDs only did DVDs. Didn't even do Blu-ray. Nope, you had to get a
No.
separate Blu-ray. Everything was separate. There was no such thing as all-in-one. Even the shampoos weren't all-in-one until the 2000s. And then in the 90s, the landline phones. There were no cell phones. Not in the beginning. There was no cell phones. Landline. And then guess what? When internet came along, dial-up, AOL.
I didn't even have AOL.
You think we got to use the internet? No. We're East African. Our moms were always on the phone. There was no, there was no internet ever. Oh my god! What's it called? I would try to use the internet, but it was one of those whoever was using it first, the other person couldn't do it. So if I got on the internet first, my mom couldn't make a call, or if my mom was on the phone, I couldn't use the internet. So it's first come first serve.
So you're gonna get boxed.
Guess what? We're East African, so that means the mom always comes first. Even if you get there first, doesn't matter. What are you doing? Turn it off. I need to make a call. I'm on the phone. No, you're on the phone for 5 hours. Hey, excuse me?
Your special order device.
Custom made, right?
No.
But yeah, that was dial up. You 2000s guys, you guys don't know about this.
No. Let me tell you something. I didn't have internet in the early 2000s. No, that thing was expensive. Even when they had the Motorola flip phones and the Blackberries and everything,
Yeah, yeah.
f- you would never click the web because the shit was expensive.
No, but you guys had it. We didn't have it at all. There was no web. If you had a cell phone, one job. Remember, everything in the 90s was one job. Nobody ever thought, hey, you know what? Let's do multi-purpose. Let's invent something that does multiple things. Nope. One item, one job. That's how the 90s was. But you guys got flip phones. You got to do texting. We didn't do texting. You know how expensive texting
Yeah,
was?
you did. You just had one
No.
of those repetitive clicking ones where it's like you had to click
Oh yeah.
what?
And for you Gen Z guys, if you actually look at your dialer, you could still see the letters there. You guys thought that there's just so you guys can learn your ABCs. That's not why it's there. All right, Gen Z, I'm gonna take you guys on a nice lesson. Everybody take out your phone right now. Go in your dialer, and if you look at your dialer, number one, there was no letters at number one. Number one had the two circles. You know what those two circles are?
So-
Hey, Starchy, don't laugh at them. I'm teaching them. All right, guys. So look back at your phones. The two circles, the connected two circles,
With the line on the bottom.
the voicemail sign. If you hold on the number one, it will take you to your voicemail. I bet you guys didn't know that. Then number two, there's ABC. So if you wanted to put C, you would have to press the number two 3 times, and so on. And that's how we sent text messages. And then like even when we want to save your number, that's how we saved your name as a contact. So those guys with the long names, Muhammad Abdul Jarif, we were very upset with guys with names like that because we're typing for hours. And you guys think we saved people in our phones with nicknames in the 90s? Nope. Full government names. We're putting full Muhammad Salah, full names.
I don't. I couldn't hold it. I still do it too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what we used to do. There was no such thing. You think Muhammad is Mo? And we just put him in the phone as Mo? No. Nope. Full names. There was no nicknames. You think what's it called? A guy named Ibrahim could be Ebro? Nope. Full name.
Yo, Ibs. Yo, chill. Actually,
You think Ibs is a thing? Nope. Not in the 90s. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something new. The letters, you guys thought it was a cheat sheet for your alphabet, right, guys? Nope. Those had they all had uses. There's a reason why it's like that. You learned something new. Okay. We got a little off topic there. Let's get back. Oh yeah, and also in the 2000s, there was the start of social media, MSN,
oh, that was fun.
BBM. Yeah,
Yep.
you guys know what's happening in the BBMs, huh? Searchy, you know what's going on in the BBMs, right?
Okay, relax. I don't know. You're acting as if you were some sort of man whore. You're still 5.
no, no, what? 5? Are you crazy? You were 5.
So you were 5 mentally.
Hey, excuse me. But yeah, so there was you know what I mean? Like that's how the 2000s were. But now there's so many social medias. We're kind of sick. We're sick of it. We're tired. Some people are saying like, you know what? We're saying who uses this? Like for example, Facebook is for the grandparents. Now there's so many. We're picking and choosing. Uh, I don't use Twitch. I use Kick. Or I don't use Kick. I use Rumble. There's so many. Oh, I don't use TikTok. I use X. Or there's so many of them that people are picking and choosing which ones they want to use. We didn't have that kind of luxuries. Picking. You had to use everything. Why? Because there was only two things.
It was good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was good times, man.
You used to
The
ping people. You
nudging.
used to, yeah, the nudge. And
Yeah.
then the emojis were, I think, starting off at that time. So you would do the shorthand.
Everybody updating their face, the MSN status.
Uh, actively, actively. You knew when I was home. You knew when I was away. Active.
And everybody, and let's not forget all the stupid names that we set up for each other.
Oh my god. Those
Starchy,
are great.
what was your name that you set up?
Oh no, I was a calm guy.
Calm guy, huh?
Yeah, probably just my name.
That's your name? Starchy Baba from the 2000s, right?
No.
Let's move on to fashion. So like what we were wearing. This one is gonna be you know what? So fashion. So in the 90s, we used to wear baggy jeans, oversized hoodies. You know what I mean? Like we used to actually like wear clothes in the 90s.
Okay, first of all, the
Yeah.
clothes used to wear you. They were so big to the point where you could put 2 people inside. You have no business saying that was clothes, number 1. Number
Yeah,
2,
it was.
no. It wasn't even your size. How can you claim it?
Listen, that was the point.
It was 4 sizes up.
Yeah, it was 4 sizes up in case you grew. You're still able to wear it.
In case you grew. Oh,
You
yeah.
guys, 4 sizes down. T-shirts or crop tops.
Hey, whoa, me? No.
Everyone's wearing a medium. What kind of nonsense is this?
Listen, I am not with the crop top generation. I am not there. We are very much simple. The Gap, Old Navy. Like we were that generation. Not flipping crop
In
tops.
the 90s, if we had ripped jeans, it means we just fell down.
That's exactly it. I've never worn ripped jeans.
In the 2000s, you were purchasing them that way.
Imagine.
What kind of nonsense is this?
And then if you put your foot in the hole by accident, there goes the whole leg. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but currently in the 2026, men are wearing leggings. What kind of nonsense is this, guys?
Yeah. Fashion is interesting, no?
Men are shopping at Ardene's and Aritzia. What's going on here, guys?
Yeah.
And then in the 2000s, there were the apple bottom jeans. Remember that song?
Boots with the fur.
Apple
Yep.
bottom jeans. But yeah, so basically in the 90s, like looking homeless was cool at that time.
That's what it was.
Big baggy hoodies, baggy jeans. We would wear even the suits. We were wearing fitted suits off the rack.
It was so big. No, it was bad. Like it wasn't even ours. Like it wasn't even us only. It was the older generation too.
But in the 2000s and beyond, you guys are doing your inseam. What kind of nonsense is this, guys?
Whoa, whoa.
Off the rack. I'm still like that. I buy my suits off the
You're
rack.
built like that. What do you mean? What do you you're custom? You're literally built like off the rack. What do you want?
Yeah, perfect. Exactly what I need. Meanwhile, everyone's like, "Oh no, I have to make it tighter.
Like it's not tighter. It's just properly fitted.
Why can't I see your calves through your pants? What kind of nonsense is this?"
No, I don't know about that. That's not what I do. Like I can't even help them.
Let's move on.
But yeah, Hampers. I was just thinking,
Yeah,
what
talk to me.
significant events happened in the '90s? Because we have a lot. We have a bag of things.
So I can only go based off of like I guess the most common stuff. Like for example, the death of Pac and Biggie was huge in the 90s. That was one of the most talked about things. The invention of the internet. I think that by far, I think that's the greatest invention ever made. There's people to this day making millions off the internet. I believe it's one of the greatest inventions ever made.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah. How about you? What do you did you have anything in mind, or do you want to talk about the 2000s? You more familiar?
Well, we have had a laundry list of events.
Yeah, I can remember some too. Very big one. 9/11.
So yeah, that happened. You know, the towers came down.
Yeah.
We had the 2004 major blackout.
Oh, the blackout. I remember
Yo,
that.
no light for days.
Yo, I remember that. You know what the funny part is? My apartment had power.
Your apartment always has power.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was. I think they had a generator.
everybody came to my parents' house when that outage happened. There was like four families there, and the whole living room. There's bodies everywhere.
Why you gotta say it like that, yo? Too.
Yeah, it was insane. I don't know how no one else had power except us.
Your building? I don't know what kind of grid they put it on.
Yeah, it was special. I don't think there was anything. There wasn't any force that could take power from that building.
Facts. Whoever designed it built it with love.
Ugh, amazing. But yeah, I remember that. Okay, keep reminding me. I feel like I forgot. I forgot so much that happened, man.
Then there was the snowstorm where what was his name? Was it Mulrooney? He called in the military.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Don't remember it?
No.
Yes, Mel Lastman. He called in the army to help clean up or like get to the emergency. Basically, they were like the police force. They came in because they had the equipment that was capable of driving through the snow,
Yeah.
and so they helped with the snow removal and medical assistance stuff like that. This is a '99 even. I don't know how you don't know it.
No, I don't remember. I told you that I only know the big stuff. I don't know the little things that happen.
Wow. Yeah.
You have any more? What else?
Early 2000s, Italy had the FIFA World Cup. I think they won in 2006.
Oh yeah, that's soccer. I definitely wasn't paying attention.
That was what? That was the
Yeah.
biggest event, especially as East Africans. Everyone was supporting Italy.
I'm sure it was, but like for me, I've never been able to like soccer like that. Even now.
It's okay. We've already established you're on the spectrum, so I'll allow it. Um,
On the spectrum.
it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. We don't have to
You
talk
know,
about it.
I'm gonna let that one go. Oh yeah, apologies to our friends on 11 on 11, but yeah, sorry guys, I don't want to
What?
talk. Okay, what else?
Um,
Yo, your memory is amazing, bro.
what can I say? I loved my youth. My youth was so much fun.
Everything is a blur to me.
And then there was always the cartoons. Oh my god, the cartoons. You guys didn't have the good ones. First off,
Yeah, we
as of
did.
recent, shut up, please. You guys were all grown folk. The one we had was what? We had Bearstein Bears. We had Babar. We had flipping
Baba,
Arthur.
yeah.
We had all the good ones.
First of all,
We
you're saying this like as soon as it became the 2000s that I was erased or something. I was still
No, you
there.
were old by then. You were watching other stuff.
No,
You
I
were
was.
part of the kids that used to stay up until midnight when the channel stopped and the nasty shit came on. As
Excuse
you.
me. Hey, don't don't talk about it like it was something I did regularly.
We know you were past midnight, you little shit.
Nah, relax. What kind of nonsense is this? Are you crazy? Do you know who my dad was? Oh, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you a story actually. This is one of the funniest stories. So my cousins came over and what we like to do was we like to like watch movies or play video games like at night where we're supposed to sleep. So obviously my room is not big enough for all of us to sleep in. So we'd sleep in the living room, right? And so my parents would be like, "All right, it's time to go to bed. Shut everything off." And I'd be like, "All right, guys, good night." And then when they went to sleep, I just turn the TV back on. We'll watch something. We'll play video games, whatever. But my dad was a light sleeper, and he hears everything. What I had to do was I had to mute the TV before turning it off, so that when I did turn it on, that it wouldn't start yelling.
Oh yeah.
And then another thing was all the TVs wanted to announce themselves when you turn them on. Nowadays, they turn off silently. In the 90s, hey guys, I'm turning on. So I remember I had to turn on the TV, but what I would do was I would make a noise at the exact same time to mask the sound of the TV. So I would either drop something or I would make a sound or I would do something to drown out the sound of the TV turning on. And I turned on the TV. The volume was at 1. Number 1. My dad yelled at me, "Turn off the TV." I asked him, "How the hell did you hear that?" But obviously, he was not in the mood to answer any questions.
Oh my
But yeah, when you said staying up at midnight watching stuff, it reminded me of that. Crazy, bro. It was so hard to get away with anything at my parents' house. That was the reason why I couldn't have people over.
Well, if you guys did everything before bedtime, probably wouldn't you'd be able to.
Okay, so what else do you have for us, Sochi?
See?
Yeah, you're the nostalgia guy.
Well, the past was great. That's why.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's just for me, like, I forget so many things. Like, I only have enough space to remember the big stuff.
Now, I would love to make a joke, but I'll say that is so sad and keep quiet. Yeah.
You would like to make a joke, right?
Listen. Linda, listen. It's not my fault.
Listen, the fans are my witness. I've actually been very nice to you this episode.
Oh, I don't recall you ever being nice. I remember
Co-
getting abused 3 times already, but yeah.
compared to the other episodes,
Well, now we're comparing. Okay.
yeah, obviously. That's why we're recording these episodes.
Us.
It's uh, it's to see how many times I can get away with abusing you.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our last episode. By force. What kind of abuse is that?
All right, let's get into our Leafy lore, everybody. Fan favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this week's Leafy lore is very sad. It's very unfortunate,
Very sad.
but I will do my best
Do we
to be
do
strong
we
for you guys and get through the story.
do we do sad on Speak Then Filter?
Well, the situation is sad. At minimum, infuriating.
Okay, we'll see how I feel.
Okay. So this leafy lore is just going to be focused on abuse, and not only abuse of the highest order, but abuse from your own, and that's why it hurts the most, right?
Searches abuse.
No, yes, right. We've all heard of this corrupt police force, right? We've
Ah,
seen,
uh,
we've seen how they're doing, you know.
Are we talking about like Peel region?
Oh no, Peel Region been corrupt. I'm talking about Toronto Police Force.
Oh, Toronto. Yikes. Okay.
Yeah, apparently a few guys got caught doing a conspiracy to kill one individual in the correctional facility or something like that. And they were selling people's other police officers' home addresses. And so,
Oh.
like, there would be like criminal activity at those house, whether it be, I guess, robbery or shooting, whatever. And so, yeah, basically they were setting up people,
Oh, you're talking about the Vaughn shooting.
I guess. I don't remember being details, but I do know there was what, I think 7 police officers from Toronto.
Interesting. Wait, what does that have to do with you?
I'm getting to my point.
Oh, okay.
So, as like, you just heard, very corrupt police service. And so I believe I was racially profiled and pulled over for an unjust speeding ticket.
You're pulled over? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna say like you got shot. You said this was sad.
I might as well have because my heart was hurting. Um, so this occurred. The reason why this is so relevant now is because let me just get to the beginning of the story. So this has occurred in 2024. No, 2025, January is when this offense had occurred. And it was a speeding offense. And so this offense, how would you say it? I believe I was wronged with.
Yes.
And so I'll do it exactly like how I remember it. So I was driving northbound on the Allen Road, right? Expressway.
Okay.
And for those who don't know, it's an 80 km/h expressway and
It's called expressway, but nothing express about it.
nothing express. Everyone actually respects it. Usually you don't go more than like 100. It's
Uh,
narrow. It feels like, it's like it's not safe. There's a lot of dumb drivers. So,
usually you
take your time.
can't. Usually you can't go 80 on it unless it's like at night.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly true. This
Yeah.
trafficy.
Yeah.
So it was middle of the night. I was just,
Of course it
on a night
was.
drive.
What were you doing? What were you doing? Errands?
No, I was on a night drive to clear my head. I had a lot of things to think about. So I was doing, I was thinking. So
Isn't your head already clear? You're bald.
continue. Continue. Please continue. I don't feel no type of way about being bald. It is what it is. God bless me with a beard. At least I'm not out here with looking like I belong in the flipping pool of high school students, right? Are you their big brother? Is what they're asking. Not are you their father? Thank you very much. Out here looking like Ellen DeGeneres. Nonsense.
I went on the journey to clear
What? You blonde rat. Dumb lesbian.
it. Why don't you just push up all the
What? Oh, he can't breathe. No.
What? Why don't you just put shoe polish? You want to clear your head.
Thank you. This is what you want to do. Wow.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Continue. That was rude of me to
Oops.
interrupt.
Useless man. Anyways, so yeah, so this individual was parked up on the side, and I'm just driving. I'm not paying attention because I know it's 80. I've been living in this area for 20 plus years. I know it's 80. Naturally, I know how the speed limit feels like, right? Everyone knows that whoever drives. So
Yeah.
then I'm getting to like up closer to like Glencairn Station area, and I'm driving, and then there's a cop on the side. I said, "Shit, let me slow down. I don't know how fast I'm going." Right? Because I wasn't looking at my speed, but I knew I wasn't like speeding crazy. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay. All of a sudden, whoop whoop. Oh,
The,
okay. I pull over. And guess what? He's Somali.
Whoa. The
You
officer
guys may
that
say
pulled you over is Somali.
yes. And you may
Oh,
say, oh, how do you know he's Somali? Anybody can be Somali. His last name is Noor.
and he looks like you.
He basically looked like me, right? Thank you. He had high cheekbones and a forehead to match. So he is Somali. Works 13th division if you guys want to find him. Uh,
So how do you pull you over? Yoy.
I wish it was Yohei. Man pulled me over like the most Caucasian individual I've ever heard. I had to turn around. I said, "Was it you that was talking?"
Oh shit.
He was using proper English and everything. I said, "Okay." He's like, Do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, that's the question that makes me so mad. I don't know. Maybe speeding, maybe something else, insurance. I don't know. You tell me.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
Why do you think that? So yeah, he was like, "Do you want to pull you over?" I said, "I don't know." He's like, I caught you speeding and going over the speed limit." I said, "What? How fast I was going?" He's like, 110. I said, 110. I said, impossible. I have never gone 110 on that specific stretch, right? The most I've
Yeah.
done is like, 100, and that's going with the speed of traffic. And that's so I don't impede or cause any hazard, right? I'm being safe. And so
Dude, what kind of errands are you doing that you have to drive 110 on the island?
that's what I'm saying. Where do you think I'm flying to? I have nothing to run to. It was middle of the night. I was calm. And so he's like, I was going 110. Da, 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 da. I said, screw that shit. He's like, okay. Comes back to the car. I'm gonna cut you a break. I'm gonna make it 15 over. I said, sir, you went from 30 to 15. It's the same shit. You're telling me I went 110. I didn't go 110. That's what I'm standing on, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, you have your options. Da da da. Goes through it. I said, okay, I'm gonna go trial. Well, trial date comes this year.
Why didn't you offer him like Etobes or something?
He tobes, right?
Or like Haamperz Joshua?
He's a self-hating Somali. That's exactly why. Um,
Oh, like one of those Somalis that hate themselves.
Thank you.
Like hate their people.
It has to be because there's no other reason why you wouldn't give me a break. So, because for me,
Did you tell
huh?
him I'm not Somali? Maybe that would have helped you.
I look East African. Everyone knows that. So whether I look Somali or Ethiopian, you can,
Oh my god. I'm thinking right now. Imagine. Oh my god. Did he search your car?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay. But did he like catch you like you know doing leaves while you're driving?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Bullshit.
You could have offered him some. Maybe that would have helped. Like you guys could have done leaves together. Okay,
Are you done now?
yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Also,
Somali police officer. Holy. Okay.
Somali police officer. So the year passes, right? So now I got my court date coming up.
But wait, no. Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm not done. I have another question. If he asked you why you're speeding, what'd you tell him?
I said, I don't know.
No. See, you're supposed to say like, I didn't pray Isha.
Astaghfirullah. Isha, you can pray throughout the whole night. Are you dumb?
No, but it shows how good of a Muslim brother you are.
Well, okay, thank you very much. I don't think he was caring to be a Muslim at that moment in time because there was
Yeah,
no rahmah in his heart. I'll tell you that much. And
crazy.
traumatized, tried. Oh, so sad. But yeah, court date came up. I said, okay, what's this situation? So then prosecutor's like, okay, what would you like to do? I was like, oh, I would like, no, I'd like to reduce it. He's like, oh, but he already reduced it. Like, I don't get, like, how you
Yeah.
can reduce it more? You don't have any points. I said, shit, man. And then he's like, if you were to take it to trial, you'd be trialing at 110. And at that point in time, I didn't know anything. I've never gone to court before, whatever. So I'm just there like, what the heck? I didn't even know I had an option to delay until I got the information or whatever. So this is just naive me, right? So I'm like, oh shit, I have no I have no options.
Oh, did you see him at court?
He was in the Zoom room. I was
Uh,
so mad. He would not leave. I wasn't even the first case. I was there for an hour and 45 minutes before my case got called up.
yeah,
I said, this Iblis. I said, no, no, no. The hate I had in my heart was
yeah,
very valid in that moment because I
crazy.
said, you could have easily been like, okay, I got my hour and a half pay. I'm going to go. No, because everyone whose officer wasn't there dismissed. I said, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
No, they
So
used to
then,
never go, but now they're incentivized to go because like they
yeah,
never used to get paid. It used to be like volunteer hours or something.
bastards.
Yeah,
So then I was like, okay, it is what it is. And so, when I weighed my position, I said, I have no choice. I have to rather take this because I don't know what I would get if I was to go to trial. And
yeah.
it's like right now they're offering me 0 points. And so that's good for my insurance. So I said, okay, I have no speeding like problem, like big one like that. So I said, it is what it is. And I pled guilty, right?
Mm,
And the way dirtiest criminal in this world, you know how
yeah,
many times you have to say, and it's not even, oh yes, Your Honor, because apparently he's a justice of the peace, and Canada has this thing where you call them Your Worship. Guess what
yeah.
my black ass had to do?
You had to call him my liege.
Yes, your worship. I was so appalled. My Muslim self was burning on the inside.
You're worshipping the judge. You still got a ticket.
Oh, this,
Does
I had to say it like 5 times. And then I said,
five
"Oh,"
times.
I said, "Allah, you know my heart.
You're
You're the only one I worship."
you're
I
you're,
was
s-
so mad.
you're
Oh,
supposed to pray 5 times.
shut up,
Instead,
okay?
this is your behavior, right?
I was so mad, and so then I was like, "Okay, it is what it is." And I had to plead guilty, and I had to say it twice. I was like, "Nah, I hate this. I felt so wronged." And then I was like, "You know what? It is life. It is what it is. It's not that serious." I had to win myself over. I had to talk myself down, but I was like, "Shit, now I'm a criminal. I can't do shit in this world without saying I'm innocent no more."
That's it.
Uh, I'm a criminal.
Criminal life now. I'm doing a
So,
podcast with a criminal.
thank you. And so now I've just come to terms with this newfound guilt that I have pled to. So please tell me why. This past Tuesday,
What? No way. Again?
I swear to God, I'm telling you, someone on this podcast, this platform is literally bad minding me. They're giving me evil eye, bro.
You got another one?
Another one. So bad. You can't make this up. Do you know how bad it has to be? And let
Yo.
and let me tell you what makes me so mad. Because it wasn't even like, okay. So I was going home from work, right?
Yeah.
And it was cold, so I was like, okay, let me like my coworker drops. I can drop him off on the way home. It's literally on the way, so I was like, I'll just drop him off. And so we're talking, we're chit chatting. I just drove just not 5 minutes, but not 10 minutes, because my car was still cold, and so I didn't warm it up before I started. So I was going slow, and it had just gotten warm to the point where it came over it just went above to the sea.
Yeah.
So I'm not driving fast or anything. Bathurst, 40 kilometers per hour. Maximum you go 50. But that's if you're pushing it. This imbecile was coming towards me. So
This
it's oncoming, right?
the Somali strikes again.
No. This time is white.
Oh. Oh.
Apparently they don't discriminate. Um,
Crazy.
so he's oncoming, right? And then he turns on his lights. And so I held my brakes quickly because I thought he was either passing or whatever. It's just one of my reflexes I have, I guess. And I was
Yeah.
checking my speed just in case. I was like, wait, am I speeding? So I looked down. So by the time I braked and I looked down, it was 35 kilometers per hour. I said, okay, I'm not going that fast. I'll probably
Yeah.
maybe 45 max. It wasn't like I was braking aggressive. So I was like, okay, it's not me. So he looks like he wants to make a U-turn because he kind of made that kind of angle to turn. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm blocking his way. Let me get out his way. So I go, I don't want to continue on. Why he go whoop whoop from behind?
Mm. Oh.
I said, ah, I look at my coworker. I said, "Are we getting pulled over?" He's like, "I guess so." It was literally a skit. And so I pull over. I pull down the window. Oh, he's like doing the whole spiel. My name's da da da. Audio video recording. Da da da. Okay, you know why I pulled you over? I don't know. So I pulled you over for speeding. I said, "Sir, how fast was I going?" Because I was actually perplexed. 58. 58. Sir, that's basically 60. Do you know how fast that is?
You can't put it in their hands. When they ask you, do you know how fast you're going? You're supposed to give them a number.
No. I'm not giving him a number. Why would I self-incriminate? I'm saying you are gonna give me the number
No,
first.
no, you can't ask them because then they'll just say whatever.
No. Just let me tell you. He said 58, brother. I know for a fact in my heart of hearts I wasn't going 58 because there's no way. I was calm,
When he said 58, did you ask him for the proof?
brother. I was standing there, literally. You think I was quiet? I was arguing with him.
Wait, you're standing? He told you to get out the car?
No, he's standing outside the car in the freezing cold. Good for him. He should give
He's
me praise for that. And I'm standing there at the window.
I thought he told you to get out of the car, go on the hood and
I
spread.
didn't ask you to interrupt so you can make some bad jokes, okay?
Okay, sorry, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Okay, so yes, he's out of the window. I said, "Sir, it's 58. There's no way I'm going 58. It's slippery outside. I know I have snow tires. What? It's streetcar tracks. I said, sir, there's no way I'm going 60. You're telling me I'm going 60. He's like, yeah, I caught you on my radar. I said, impossible. There's no way. I'm literally going back and forth. Like, I'm having a conversation. I said, 58 is too fast. It doesn't make sense. And he's like, oh, I saw you coming towards me at a fast rate of speed. And then I turned on my radar. And then I seen you go 58. I said, huh? First you say you had me on radar. Then you say turn on. And then now you say, excuse me, what is this abuse? Right? And so I said, you know what? It is what it is. And he's like, okay, give me your license. I accidentally was giving him my debit card because I was so confused. So, what can I do? I'm telling you, story of my life.
Yo,
Literally, I
uh,
took it out and I'm handing it to him, and he's like, "No, can I get your license?" I was like, "Oh shit, okay, here." Because I already gave him my insurance, right? I was like, "Oh wow."
yo, that actually reminds me of a story, but I'll let you finish yours first.
So me and my coworker were talking while he's in the car, because like he's giving me the ticket, which I come to find out, right? And
Yeah,
he's like, "Was I even going that fast?" I was like, "He's like, no, we were just, we're chilling. I don't think you're going that fast." Comes back. So here's your ticket. I said, "Yo, this is not serious." I said 58 too. So I said, "You know what? I'm tired of this shit." And then my coworker's like, "Yeah, you gotta get a dash cam, bro." I was like, "Facts." I never knew I was gonna have to be one of those guys, right?
yeah,
Because I know, like, people would say, okay, I may have a tendency to have a heavy foot here and there, whatever, but I never do when I have passengers. Only when I'm with myself or people that are like, that I'm close to that. We're both dying together kind of thing.
yeah.
So,
Oh, we're both dying together. Okay, nice.
yeah, yeah, it's either like, that's the only way I'm driving fast with people. So I'm just confused to how, like, there's a coworker. I'm not driving fast.
Yeah,
I said, okay. So guess what? I'm fighting this time. I'm putting my money out. I'm not getting abused again. That was
that
I'm telling
is
you,
insane. So,
whoever
what is
is
this?
out
So,
there.
this is a week apart? These tickets?
No, this was a year apart.
Oh, a year apart.
But it
Anniversary.
was a week from the court date to the actual second ticket. Oh, I
So,
can't
so anniversary.
bro, it was an anniversary. 1 week anniversary. So that's why I'm so annoyed. Because I know there's someone out here bad mind wishing me badness because there's no
Oh,
way
God.
this if this is a test from Allah, I accept wholeheartedly. But if there's one of you niggas out there, when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you, just
So
know.
did so did they confiscate it?
No, I still got my car, you piece of shit.
No, not the car. The Leafs.
Yo. That wants me to go to prison, not even jail.
Oh my God! Driving under the influence.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? That actually reminds me of a story when you said you gave your debit card. My uncle. Okay, this guy, like, he's telling me the story, and he's like, I don't drive very much. The only place I drive to is from home to work, work to home. He's like, I don't like driving. These are death machines. I only drive because I have to. And so this guy works crazy hours. He's finishing, like, he's doing overnight shifts, and he's headed home, tired. And then he says, empty road, and he's driving. And then he says, it's an empty road, only two cars on the road, him and a cop. The light's red. Mind you, he's going to work, so there's nobody in his car. And he says he's at the red light. Police officer is beside him, and he knows that. He knows the police is beside him. And then, he tells me, he goes, funniest guy. I think actually one of the funniest uncles I have. He he tells me, then she told me to drive. At the red light, she told me to go. I'm like, who's she? Shaytaan.
استغفر الله اعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل move I
So he
hear
starts.
this.
So he runs the red, and then obviously this is an easy ticket, right? Whoop whoop. Cop pulls him over, and so this guy pulls over, and then he said the cop took too long to come to my car, and then he says she told me to drive again. So he starts driving. He starts driving again while the cop is the cop pulled him. The cop pulled him over. he said he said she told me to drive again. So he started driving. The cop did the lights and even did the microphone. Pull over. He pulls over. Then the cop comes to his thing and says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." He's like, license and registration. This guy said he was so tired, he gave his debit card. And the cop's like, and he's like, he thought the cop thought that he was trying to bribe him
What?
because he gave his debit card.
Oh.
And the thing is, like, what he said was, he said the fact that I was in my work uniform saved me from going to jail that night. Because of everything that happened, it looks like you're on drugs or maybe on leaves.
So
Red eyes, tired, driving in these hours, running a red light, getting pulled over, and then running away from the cop, and then presenting your debit card. That screams jail.
huh? You're
That
not
was one of
wrong.
the funniest stories. Yo, when you said you gave your debit card, it just reminded me of that. Bro, that guy is so funny, man. Definitely one of the funniest uncles I have. Starchy, thank you for sharing. Your getting pulled over 1 year apart anniversary celebration,
No.
and you
Same,
incriminating
same.
yourself. What do you mean he tells you 58 and you're saying 60? Are you normal?
No, I said no. You don't listen. I said 58 is basically 60. You're telling me I'm going 60? I said there's no way.
You don't say that. You're basically saying
No, I'm
60.
telling him, yo, I said that's impossible. There's no way you're telling me I was going 58.
Let me give you the secrets on how to deal with this. When a cop says how fast are you going? If the speed limit
40?
is 50,
That's what to say?
what was the speed limit?
40.
42. That's how fast you're going.
Man, I said I'm actually gonna add numbers to it. Are you dumb?
Yeah, that's what you say. You don't say I don't know, and you definitely don't say how fast was I going. What the hell's wrong with you?
I told you I've never been pulled over before. You think I'm doing this from experience?
Yeah, somebody who's out as much as you are and as in late at night as you are should have this kind of experience.
No, this is why I've never been pulled over. This is why I blame Olivia Child. These stupid police officers need to come make more money now because there's no more speed cameras. So they're coming for you in person, right? Want to waste my? Give me a fine. I'd rather take a fine. Just be like, listen, you and I, we know we both you did it. Here, pay this fine, and we just forget about you. I'd rather do that. I will gladly pay $300. Leave me alone.
You know, they're actually really mad because the speed cameras had to get taken down. So you already know that they're handling this very
Very
seriously.
poorly. And then on top of
Yeah.
that, they're supposed to get what? A budget increase of 93 million next year. Leave me alone. Why you coming from a dirty pain in my pocket? That little change. You want to come for that? Why?
Because they have to make up the difference from the money that they lose from the losing the speed cameras.
No, no, that's abuse. That is bullying. I do not approve. I say harassment. I don't like it.
I have a story of me getting pulled over. Now this was like I want to say like at least like 7 years ago. It's a long time. I'm not good with dates, but this is a long time. So this was back in the pilot days,
Oh, okay, it's minimal. Yeah, that's
Hummer
better.
H7. So I'm driving with my friend. Shout out to 50. I'm driving with my friend, and we're in. Uh, I want to say Brampton, but it could have been Mississauga too. Basically, Peel region. Okay, and we're driving. And again, you know how big this car is. You know how much gas it uses, right? And basically, there's a police there, and he's also driving. And then he pulls me over, right? And then he pulls me over. He comes to the window and he goes, "Do you know how fast you were going?" And I didn't make the mistake you made. I told him I was going the limit, whatever it was, 50, whatever it was. And then he goes, "Well, that's not true because I had a hard time keeping up with you." That's exactly what he said to me, word for word. I look at the rear view mirror to see what kind of car you were driving. Because first of all, police cars have, as far as like what I know, enhanced engines. Like their cars are not regular cars. And I look to see what kind of car is he driving that he couldn't keep up with my Hummer H7 Pilot.
Even with the modifications of better transmission, better engine, everything.
Yeah, guess what he was driving?
What?
Dodge Charger.
There's no
And
way.
this egghead said I couldn't keep up with you. I looked at him, I said, "You're driving a Dodge Charger." And then he goes, "License and registration." I give it to him. And then guess what he does? And this is why I asked you, was it Peel Region? Because of how corrupt they are. Guess what he does? He looks at my friend and he goes, "You too, license please."
You too.
Yeah, I look at my friend and I told him, I said, because I know my friend, I know how he is. So I looked at him and I said, "I dare you." And then I looked at the cop and I said, "He doesn't have to give that to you. He's not driving, I am." And then he goes, "No, I need to see his license as well." And I'm like, "No, you don't." But guess what this idiot does? "Oh no,
Gives the
it's
license.
okay.
Yeah.
Here."
Mm-hmm.
Gives his
Help
license
this
as
guy.
well. I looked at him, I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And he goes, "It's fine. My record's clean. He's just gonna see nothing." And I'm like, "That's not the point. The point is you're in the system now. So the next time they pull you over, your record is there already. They're gonna count this as you getting pulled over too." And that's funny because his first time getting pulled over, he got a ticket.
No.
You know how you usually get a warning?
Yeah.
He got a ticket his first time. Yeah, that's a different story. But anyway, then he brings the license back. I also have a clean record at that point, right? So this guy gives me my license back, and then you know what he says to me? He goes, "Do you see these other cruisers pull in?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because I seen other police cars also pull up. So I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "They're here for you," and I'm like, "The hell are you talking about?" And then he's like, "Yeah, they're here for you. There's a warrant for your arrest."
What?
Yeah, imagine. But guess what? He like this is the real like definition of racial profiling because he assumes that that's supposed to scare me. He assumes that like you know what I mean? That I'm supposed to be scared for some reason. So I look at him and I go, "Yeah, warrant." Because the thing is, I have different levels to my anger. Part of my anger is I get very sarcastic. So I said to him like, "Oh, warrant." I'm like, "All right, warrant for what?" This guy goes, I don't know, unpaid parking tickets." I look at him, I'm like, unpaid parking tickets where?" And then he goes, Etobicoke. And the only reason he said Etobicoke was because he's seen my license and like he sees where I live. So I looked at him, I'm like, "Yeah, nice try. I don't have any parking tickets." And then he goes, "All right, you're right. I'm just joking. You're free to go."
Huh? No,
Imagine,
you're lying, right?
huh?
You're lying, right?
I'm not lying. I swear to God, word for word, that's exactly what happened.
That's wild.
Next time we're on the phone with 50, I'll talk about it. Uh, and then he'll explain why his stupid ass gave his license.
He would probably give it up today too.
But but yeah, he literally says, "Oh yeah, no, I'm just joking. You're free to go." I was like, you know how upset you were that you got a ticket and your
Yep.
1 year anniversary? I was just as upset as you were, and I didn't even get a ticket.
Bro, that one was just so frustrating. I was just like, I just pled guilty. Can I get a break? Like I was so mad.
You know why I was mad? I was mad because maybe I was speeding, but
But not that much.
not that much, and the nonsense he was saying didn't make sense. You couldn't keep up with me? I'm driving an
Exactly.
8-seater vehicle. That thing had 8 seats.
Yeah, but it was a V6. I had a little bit of a oomph. It was,
It had 8 seats, 2 engines, 4 gas tanks, and this guy said I couldn't keep up with you in the Dodge Charger. I should have said you want to switch cars then, because clearly that car is not for you. Pathetic garbage. What kind of
well,
nonsense
Pure
is this?
Legion is known. What can I say?
But yeah, that was the story of the Peel region. Most corrupt cops we have in Toronto.
Well, somebody's just gotta do something about that area. Hopefully, we get
Yo,
better cops.
speaking of someone getting pulled over, do you remember the story of Z getting pulled over? Do you remember that story?
Which one was this?
Oh, you didn't hear it.
Is this when we were at Cardigo?
No, this wasn't Cardigo.
Okay, I don't know.
Or actually, was it Cardigo? I don't remember. I don't remember what car he was driving.
Okay, tell me. I don't know.
So basically, what happened was he's driving, gets pulled over. Female cop, but I don't think that's important. He gets pulled over, and then the cop comes and says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And then he goes, no," and he's like, "You're speeding." And then he goes, "Yeah, but you were speeding too."
Huh? Wait, what?
He's, he says to the cop, he goes, "Yeah, but you were speeding too."
No way he said that.
And the cop's like, "What?" I was surprised he didn't get shot. He goes,
God.
"You were speeding too." He's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I'm allowed to speed." And he's like, "No, you're not. You're not allowed to speed. You're only allowed to speed during emergencies. There wasn't an emergency and you didn't have your lights on, but you were speeding. We were going the same speed." And then the cops looking at this guy like, "Are you dumb?" Like, I could kill you right now. Like, what the hell are you thinking? And then after that, he's like, "License registration." And then he's so like persistent about this, and he's like trying to fight this so bad that he refuses to give his
No,
license
there's no way.
until the officer admits that she was speeding also. So he's like, "License registration, please. Can you first admit that you were speeding?" I said license and registration. I know, but first just admit you were speeding.
Oh my god.
That was the funniest story I've ever heard. I was crying. Oh my days. Long story short, he got a ticket too. But that was that was hilarious. What do you
All
mean
that
you were
protest.
speeding too? You're saying this to the same people that will see a whole parking lot and ignore that and park in the grass.
Yeah.
You're saying that about these same people that there's a whole shoulder to pull over somebody, but nope, in the middle of the lane they want to pull them over.
Just so they can show their power and go around.
These are the people that you're trying to reason with, and you're trying to use the law against them.
That's a fun
For
journey.
for everybody that's watching, if you're ever trying to use the law against an officer, do it in the courtroom. That's the only place that you're allowed to do that. The only place that you're both looked at as regular citizens. Don't do it during a traffic stop, and definitely don't do that in America.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason why I was talking back.
Yeah, for this guy's case, officer is Canadian. You're allowed to give a little more lip.
America, there would have been 5 warning shots in my face. Who told you to talk?
Starchy, I do want to thank you so much for giving us that very, very nice leafy lore. That was actually so funny, man. I'm sorry you got pulled over, but at the same time, it made for a great story. So maybe it was supposed to happen.
Of course, maybe it was supposed to happen. Whoever is out here wishing for my downfall, may Allah bless you. Because if I catch you,
Yeah, we have to find you. Whoever's preying on Starchy's downfall, we gotta find this person. Yes, we do appreciate you telling us, giving us your leafy lore stories. We always like it when you tell your stories. Your stories are always very funny, especially when they're about you.
of course, right? You're spared the emotional and physical damage, and I have to be out here being vulnerable. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, hey, we appreciate you guys listening. We want to thank you guys for joining us on this journey. And we do want to also just wish everybody who is going to be observing Ramadan that we hope you have a very successful Ramadan. We hope your fasting and your prayers are accepted. We hope that you
Ameen.
guys become better people afterwards, because if you guys become the same eggheads after Ramadan, then clearly you're not doing anything right. So please,
Ameen.
yeah, don't become the same eggheads. And yeah, so we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys after Ramadan. We're gonna take a bit of a break. Then we'll start season 2.
Read the Quran. Go Tarawih. Go Tahajjud. I don't want to hear excuses. Thank you.
Yeah, Sergeant, no more late night errands.
Us, wasakh. My salah will be my late night.
All right, everybody. Well, hey, I do want to appreciate everybody for hitting us up in the comment section, liking our posts, following us on our socials. For the ones who haven't, the hell you guys waiting for?
Abuse it, abuse. Oh, they want to get abused. That's what they want to do.
That's what. Yeah, like honestly, how many chances have I given you guys? This is episode 12. Share
Huh?
the videos, like the videos, comment, follow our socials, get involved. I made dua for you guys for your Ramadan to be accepted. The least you guys could do is follow us.
What kind of conditional transaction is this?
All right, everybody. So until the next one.
All right. Bye.
Alrighty, I believe we have abused each other enough for today.
Yeah, we said what we said, and maybe we'll think about it later.
Thanks for tuning in to Speak Then Filter.
Make sure to follow, subscribe, and tell your friends. Or your enemies. We don't discriminate.
We'll be back next time to say more things we probably shouldn't.
Thanks for hanging out. And remember, speak first, filter later.